Hi, very good evening. Today we shall have topics from microbiology for discussion, right? So I've shared the soft copy in Google Drive, and I hope you've gone through them, gone through all the MCQs, right? We'll have a discussion regarding the same. Once again, a very good evening. Hi, Shubhi. Hi, Bernice.
Connected to
Hello.
Maximize MacBook Air and iPhone.
Hi, Komal. A very good evening. Hi, JSH. A very good evening. Hi, Disha. Hi, Subhash from Chennai. Hi, Ganga. Yes, glad to hear that, Subhash. Hi, Sishant, Jansi, Akshaya, Ipsita, Devna. Hi, a very good evening. Right? So, I'm sure you've gone through the soft copy, right? So, we'll go one by one, right? So, come to the first question. Hi, Akshit, a very good evening. The predominant agent causing gas gangrene, Clostridium perfringens, Clostridium septicum, Clostridium novi, Clostridium botulinum. So today we shall have a discussion from few select topics in microbiology, right? So which is the predominant agent causing gas gangrene? Although there are many clostridial species as well as non-clostridial anaerobes as well as aerobes which are responsible for gas gangrene, which among the following is a predominant organism causing gas gangrene? It's Clostridium perfringens, Clostridium septicum, Clostridium novi, Clostridium botulinum. Hi Usman, a very good evening. Okay, so most of you say option A, Clostridium perfringens. Good. So gas gangrene is predominantly caused by as you all rightly said, Clostridium perfringens. So Clostridium perfringens type A is a predominant organism which causes gas gangrene. And along with this Clostridium species, even various other Clostridial species, anaerobes, it can be either anaerobes or even including some aerobes. I think my speaker has switched on by itself, right? So, including non-clostridial anaerobes as well as aerobes are implicated in case of gas gangrene, right? So that's very important. So normally clostridial infections or whenever there is any wound which is contaminated with Clostridium, there can be anaerobic cellulitis, which is very, very important. Gas gangrene occurs specifically when there is involvement of muscles leading to myositis, right? So we have various kinds of conditions caused by different Clostridial species. So as I mentioned, if a wound is contaminated by Clostridia, there can be anaerobic cellulitis leading to wound contamination by various species of Clostridium. If at all muscles are involved, then we have this condition called anaerobic myositis, which is nothing but gas gangrene. You can just make a note of these points, right? I hope it's clear. So Clostridial perfringens type A is a predominant organism causing gas gangrene. Option A is right answer. And it may act or it may occur as a sole etiological agent, but is more commonly associated with other Clostridial species, including non-Clostridial anaerobes as well as aerobes. And more commonly, they lead to wound contamination or anaerobic cellulitis, and as I mentioned, if at all muscles are involved, there can be anaerobic myositis, which is nothing but gas gangrene. Now, moving on to the second question. All of the family of viruses belong to DNA viruses except pox viridae, herpes viridae, adenoviridae, picornaviridae. So among these, which of the following belongs to RNA family of viruses? So the question is, all of the family of viruses belong to DNA viruses except. Hi Sita, good evening. pox viridae, herpes viridae, adenoviridae, picornaviridae. To give you a hint, you will find the word RNA in one of the options. So that itself acts as a hint. Yes, Komal Sharma, Komal Nawal Khan, Devna, Jansi, Akshaya, Usman. You say option D. Yes, Bernice. So we have that RNA, the corona RNA. And I'll name one family of virus. Let me know whether it belongs to RNA family or DNA family of viruses. Hepadnavirus. Hepadnavirus. So which family of viruses does it come under, DNA or RNA? Hepadnavirus. Hepadna contains DNA in the word, if you observe. So Hepadna belongs to DNA family of viruses, right? What about orthomyxovirus and paramyxovirus? So which virus family do they belong to? Orthomyxo, paramyxoviruses. Good. So both orthomyxo and paramyxo come under RNA family of viruses. Very good. What about retroviruses? Retrovirus. Yes, Bernice. Good. Hepadna. What about retroviruses? So retroviruses, they're called retro because there is formation of DNA from RNA, right? So they are RNA containing viruses. Good. What about herpes virus and pox virus? Herpes or pox viruses. Good. So herpes and pox come under DNA group of viruses. Yeah. So you covered majority of viruses. So DNA viruses include pox viruses, herpes, adeno, papavirus, parvovirus, and hepadnavirus. Whereas RNA viruses include retro, orthomyxo, paramyxo, picorna, the one which is the answer for this question, option D. And also virus, adenovirus, reovirus, calcivirus, filovirus, right? We have altogether different set of names. Right, so make a list of these viruses, families, and then try to memorize them, okay? Wherein all you can find is short forms or mnemonics like RNA, DNA, just underline them so that it will be easy for you to rule out the odd one out, fine? So all of the family of viruses belong to DNA viruses except, so option D, picornavirus is the right answer. Now, moving on to the third question. What is herd immunity? Herd immunity, H-E-R-D, herd. Herd immunity refers to option A, overall level of immunity in a community, overall level of immunity in a population, overall level of immunity in a person, or overall level of immunity in case of traits. Herd immunity, H-E-R-D. So what do you mean by herd immunity? Hindu. Yes, option A. Herd immunity. Yes. In fact, whenever we are dealing with immunity, we talk in terms of immunity of a person, but overall immunity in a given herd is nothing but a community. So overall immunity in a given herd is called as herd immunity. So this herd immunity has an important role in various epidemiological diseases. For example, if a community is very much resistant to a specific disease, we consider that community to be having satisfactory herd immunity. Or if there is greater chance for spread of infections, specific infections in an immunity, we say that the herd immunity to a particular disease in that community is low, right? So herd immunity is very much important when we are dealing with epidemiological diseases, communicable diseases, right? So that's a practical aspect we have here. So herd immunity is a type of immunity in a community. Herd is nothing but community, right? The word herd means community. So it's not about the individual immunity we're talking about or the entire population we're talking about, a specific community, right? Now, so option A is appropriate. I hope it's clear, right? So if I ask you one question related to this, eradication of communicable diseases. Eradication of communicable diseases depends on development of high level of individual immunity or high level of herd immunity. So what could be the more appropriate answer? Eradication of communicable diseases depend on high level of individual immunity or high level of herd immunity. Hi Sai, you're new here. Okay, welcome to our live sessions. So obviously, communicable diseases, we are dealing with the community. So herd immunity plays a role, but not or rather than individual immunity, right? Now, moving on to the penultimate question. All of the following are physical agents used in sterilization except sunlight, dry heat, radiation, surface acting agents. So all of the following are physical agents used in sterilization except. Hi Harjit, good evening. So I think this is the first time you're attending a live session, right? Yes. Yes, Dr. Ali, you can go through our Google group, download the soft copy, and then go through it before attending the live session so that you can easily follow the discussion, right? Yeah. Ipsita, I've seen you yesterday, right? Okay. Anyways, welcome to all newcomers. Welcome to our live sessions. I hope you'll enjoy and you're enjoying our live sessions and live discussion. Okay, good. So surface activations, right? We'll have a brief summary of various physical and chemical agents which are used for sterilization, right? First of all, I'll give you one term. Let me know under what category that comes under, whether it comes under physical agent or whether it comes under chemical agent, right? Flaming, F-L-A-M-I-N-G, flaming. So under which category does it fall under? Flaming. So obviously it is physical. Very good. Sindhu even specifically points out that it is dry heat. Excellent. So flaming comes under physical agents in specific dry heat kind of sterilization. What about incineration? Incineration. I-N-C-I-N-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Incineration. High, medium. Yes, flame belongs to physical. Good. Yes, incineration also comes under physical agents. In specific, yes, dry heat again, dry heat sterilization. What about hot air? Hot air. So even hot air comes under dry heat. Good, physical agent. And what about pasteurization? Pasteurization. Yes, you have dry heat and moist heat. Pasteurization is a physical method of sterilization. It comes under dry heat or anything else. Pasteurization is moist heat. And what about boiling steam under pressure or steam under normal pressure? Of course, they come under moist heat sterilization, physical agents. What about radiation? Radiation. For example, UV cabinets, ultraviolet radiation. Ultraviolet radiations do come under separate category, not dry or moist heat. They come under physical agents as such. And what about sonic, ultrasonic vibrations? Ultrasonic or sonic vibrations? Sonic and ultrasonic vibrations. Even tintilization burners, I think it comes under moist heat only. Yeah, tintilization consists of heating a substance to boiling point. So even that comes under moist heat. Hi Sanjay. Yeah, so radiation comes under physical. What about sonic, ultrasonic vibrations? Even sonic, ultrasonic vibrations do come under physical agents of sterilization. Yes. So we have, and finally, what about filtration? We have different methods of filtration. Candles, asbestos pads or membranes, filtration. Obviously it comes under physical method of sterilization. And finally, sunlight. Sunlight. See, when sunlight comes under a separate category, so sunlight and drying are also physical agents. Okay, good. So, if any chemical, obviously they come under chemical means of sterilization. So, can you name some chemical agents which can be used for sake of sterilization? Yes, Shubham. UV rays are physical. Good. Yes, Harjeet. Sunlight, physical. Says Silex, glutaraldehyde, ethylene oxide, formaldehyde, phenols. Yes, example ethanol. So various alcohols, ethyl isopropyl alcohols do come under chemical means. Aldehydes, as you mentioned, formaldehyde, glutaraldehyde, various dyes, various halogens like iodines, fluorides, and also surface active agents. Surface active agents. Yes. Yes, betadine, iodides. Surface active agents. Can you give me some examples for surface active agents and what their exact function is? Surface active agents. Cetrimide do contain, okay, charcoal. Charcoal, okay, helps in absorption, yes. Those which are used in dentistry. Chlorhexidine is a bisbionide. It can't be considered as surface active agent. Surface active agent is something which reduces interfacial tension, like detergents, for example. Right? Okay. And also various metallic salts, gases, as you mentioned, ethylene oxide, formaldehyde gas also. Good. So, all of the following are physical agents used in sterilization except surface active agents. Option D is right answer. Now, finally, fifth one. Serological reactions are in vivo antigen-antibody reactions, in vitro antigen-antibody reactions, ex vivo antigen-antibody reactions, and finally all of the above. Serological agents. Serological reactions, I'm sorry. Yes? The rest of you also can answer, right? You don't have negative marking for this. Serological reactions are in vivo, in vitro, ex vivo antigen-antibody reactions, or all of the above. Good. So, in vitro, lab. In vitro antigen-antibody reactions are called as serological reaction, right? We'll have a brief summary of all that we have discussed so far. So initially we have seen microorganisms which are predominantly involved in gas gangrene, Clostridium perfringens, and gas gangrene is nothing but anaerobic myositis. And then we have gone through a list of various DNA as well as RNA viruses. Look for the clues when you're going through the names. Herd immunity is immunity in a given community, which is very essential and plays an important role in preventing communicable diseases from transmitting within that particular herd. And then we discussed various physical and chemical agents, their individual functions, and the list of various physical as well as chemical agents. And finally, we have gone through the literal meaning of serological reactions, so what exactly it means. In vitro antigen-antibody reactions, right? So this is in brief a few topics which I have selected for micro. So again, next week we'll come up with 2 subjects again based on our schedule, and we'll do 2 more live sessions on Wednesday, one on Wednesday and one on Thursday at 8 p.m. Right? So I hope you're enjoying our live sessions, and you have any further questions, you can always drop them at proudtobedentist@gmail.com. XYO is something which is done on a part which is related to humans, but it is done outside the human body. So that's XYO. So next week, I reckon we'll be having micro again and a few more topics from modal path and medicine. So we'll be following our schedule. So next week again, we'll be having a few more topics from modal path and medicine as well as microbiology, right? In fact, we're having 2 batches going on. So we're doing sessions as per the schedule, right? Yes, you're most welcome, Bernice. In fact, we're missing Regina. Somehow she seems to be busy. Hi, Sunita. Yes, you're most welcome. You're welcome, Shubham. Right. So, hope your prep is going on fine. For those who are preparing for NEET MDS 2019, remember, it's all about hard work, consistency, and confidence. I mentioned the same even yesterday. So, believe in yourself, just perform on a consistent scale, and that itself will produce miracles. Believe me, right? So, it's not about magic that's happening, or it's not about 18 to 20 hours of study every day. It's all about the grit. It's all about the consistent performance you give on day-to-day basis, and evaluating your performance day-to-day, week by week, month by month. So that's the reason why we have incorporated these daily and weekly schedules. Take them very seriously. Start noting all your activities down there and analyze and see how your prep is going on and see how well you can improve. It's not about, even though it's a comparative exam, a competitive kind of exam, your focus now has to be on improving yourself and seeing your best version every next day, right? So try to focus on the same, and always remember, give your best, and the best comes to you eventually, right? So I wish you all the best once again. Love you all. Take care. See you again next week with more and more topics, right? So keep a tab on our Google group also. We'll be updating various MCQ soft copies, right? Yeah. Bye. Love you all. Take care.